I'm not even sure. I've never used Restream on LinkedIn, so I have no idea. Yeah, the Juggernaut cam. The funny one. How do I maybe it's an OBS to chat. Docs. Okay, cool. There we go. Open chat. That's fine. I'm just glad it's working. Okay. Perfect. So my partner in crime had to finish wrapping up the dinner. You can never blame anybody for spending time with their family, right? Never blame anybody for enjoying dinner. All right. Okay, so there is definitely a delay there. They're both live. Okay. I think I'm in a good spot. All right. So I think that while we wait for Jay to join us. What happened? Oh yeah, we have the articles. I already have them prepped up, yeah. But I was thinking I was gonna go ahead and pull up one of the pages. I can't believe I don't remember this. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I remember now. You didn't see that. Good thing I'm not too popular yet, or somebody definitely would pause that, zoom in, post my password. Update. So yeah, I don't know. I have to look at it again. All right. All right. Yeah, I was trying to, well, that's good too, right? Because that's why I didn't feel bad about opening it up. I was like, it's not gonna be too visible because it's in the very, very bottom right. So. Oh, we got the nice little music in the back. I didn't even hear that. So, let's see when Jay gets here. You could just yell. We're not that fancy pantsy. Just say, hey, something's breaking. Because I can, with the mic, I can still pick you up when you say something. And it's not like you need to. It's not like you have to be out of sight or out of mind, you know? So what? Oh. Somebody's gonna clip that. Yep. Okay. So, when Jay does get here, after we kind of talk about some of these UiPath updates that we've noticed, and get into a live build, got a website here with a couple of different challenges. Probably try to build something like this with Studio X. So speaking of that, let me just go ahead and pull up Studio X. or Studio Web, sorry. Yeah, right. The Studio Web is just like a web-based tool you can build with, and then Studio X is an application, sort of a lightweight interface to build stuff. All right. So I think this worked pretty well. All right. I think I need to turn the fan on. What's the temperature outside today? Is it hot? 73 right now. I think I can open the window. Probably still cooler. I feel like 73 is cooler than here right now. Or at least it's the same. In here, yeah, probably. What? There you go. Oh, like you're. That's like you. You have the green screen. That's too funny. It just doesn't. It's like, okay. It's like, wait a minute, a better quality subject. All right. Wonder if Jay got caught up. He's not gonna come to our own show. Uh-oh, sounds like the dogs are getting in trouble. Oh, so you're trying to figure out where it's at? Where's that angle? Yeah, it's like the camera behind us too. That scene looks weird too. I just noticed that. Because of the size of it, the black bar. A closet? For what'd you use it for? Oh, like that? I just didn't. I mean, that literally whole pile is like clothes, like jackets and coats and shirts, and then just putting those. The closet would be good. I just need to clean it up a little bit. Probably take like that's like the cooler and stuff I never use, so it's gonna get tossed into the. It's gonna get tossed into the like spare parts garage. I don't even need it in here. I'm not even using that cooler. Okay. What did I even say we were gonna do here? Okay. Let's go. We're gonna go to. It's definitely, and it's like it's like outside air, so it's different, right? It's like outside air. Smells like fresh glass. Okay, there we go. So we do introductions, intent of the show, state of automation, live bot build. I don't think that. Okay, wait for introduction so he gets there. All right. Now I gotta chop down the music. All right. So waited about 20 minutes for Jay if he's able to join us. He is. I don't want to drag this thing out. And more importantly too, right, I want to be able to take some of this, dice it up for other videos. So we'll cover some of the intent, some of the stuff they were supposed to talk about, right? So yeah, good. You're good. Make his appearance. You appear from the nothingness and then vanish into the ghostly. That's kind of weird. It's like following you all the way out the door. All right. So the intent of this kickback and what we'll be doing in all these sessions is we'll be taking time to build basic solutions, right? We're not trying to come in here and solve any complex business cases, but it's going to be part talk, part build. So the intent of this is to be able to demonstrate how simple it is to pick up these tools and how quickly you can make solutions with it. And that's sort of the intent, but also the intent is to have just an open dialogue and a discussion about what's going on in this space. It's a fascinating industry to be in, right? This little slither of high tech. So I think that from that perspective, how quickly it's evolving, how all of this stuff is happening, right? I think it's very important that people who are aware and in and applying these techniques, right, they are able to share some of their lessons learned, their use cases and stuff like that. So that's the intent here, to come and share lessons learned, share different ideas, share thoughts, challenges, and then kind of also do a little bit of building, right? If you're in the automation space and you're not building something, your skills definitely start to get rusty. So that's the intent of what these sessions are. It'll probably be weekly, or at least once or twice a month. Who would like to work with Jay to kind of get a rhythm going. Hopefully he's available. I know that with his new job and traveling a lot, right? He puts out a lot of content, but he's not with his family during the week. So when he gets the weekend, obviously you want to spend as much time as you can with your family. So we'll have to balance this out, but we'll also try to get other people into some of these episodes. That way we can learn from each other, or you guys can get different perspectives. And I like Jay. I don't want to talk about his background. I'll let him do it if he's able to join today, or we'll do it in another session. But I think that he has a very interesting up and comer perspective. So that's what these are. For today's session, we were going to talk a little bit about the state of automation, like, right, what's going on with RPA. UiPath just had a massive AI summit, a virtual summit. So I pulled up a couple of articles. Maybe I'll touch on one or two key bullet points. But I don't want to be just talking myself. So since Ja's in here, I'll probably keep that light. I wanted that to be more of a discussion. So as we have these sessions, maybe I'll invite more than one person. That way, if someone is unable to attend, there's still the possibility for a good conversation. So that's the thought here. And I don't, we'll probably wait. I do have a plan to conduct a giveaway and host some RPA challenges and give away some stuff. But obviously, I want to make sure that we kind of use that to build a community. So I don't want to do that in isolation. So while that was on the back half of our agenda, if nobody else is here, then I'm not going to discuss that and then chop it up and share it. We'll wait till we have a few more people. So with that being said, just jumping in, what happened recently? UiPath had a AI summit, virtual summit, and most of this was specifically around AI models. So when they have automation and they're building solutions for their customers, right, a lot of the foundation that they had over the years was based on AI, computer vision, components like that. Now they've gotten into very complex large language models. When I spoke with the CEO of UiPath just last week, he put an emphasis on the fact that not only are large language models being leveraged and improved upon, there's also large action models that, Oh, the background went out nice. I think this camera like sleeps. There's a cable I can plug it into like the USB, like I can plug it into a computer and it keeps it on forever. That's one problem with some old DSLR cameras that they're not used for webcams, so they eventually just fall asleep and there's no like setting to just keep them awake. But there's a software that I can use that kind of uses it as a camera for your computer. And as long as you have that open, it'll just keep it on. Matter of fact, yeah, too. Let me just. What happened? Yeah, good old arm. I don't even know why they make these web pages so tiny too. It's like I'm on a wide monitor and it's still like this tiny. So yeah, a lot of information about the importance of AI, right? But a lot of data any data your company has is not going to be very useful if you can't come up with some sort of context around it, right? If the models that you're leveraging are generic, they're not going to do anything special for your specific business case. So that's why I believe that they're putting a lot of focus in this. And obviously, UiPath's been leveraging AI models for years now. So this isn't anything new. They're just getting into more advanced, more different pieces of functionality. Obviously, GPT-4 being able to, purpose some of these models, that's not anybody with an automation platform should be focusing on that right now, right? If you're not leveraging best in class models that are out there or allowing your customers to leverage it, then you're starting to miss out on opportunities. So I think this is the biggest announcement, right? This whole thing where they have doc path and comms path. Now, I'm not going to dive into this, right? I think there'll be plenty of videos to come out on this, but the fact that these are early announcements leaves me to, kind of wait. Time Magazine announced UiPath's copy and paste tool as an Innovation of the Year award for technology. It was something that was supposed to be remarkable. And 16 months before this award that it received, people at UiPath, somebody I know from the inside, told me that the tool wasn't even worth using at that point, right? So these things can go from something that they're hyping up, and they were hyping it up over 18 months ago, right? They were talking about copy and paste AI or semantic copy and paste. So that was something they already were hyping up long before it was actually capable of doing anything. And so that could be the fact that's yet to be seen here with doc path or comms path, whether this is actually going to be something that is very valuable. But obviously they've done some R&D on it, and so if you go to this link, you'll definitely find some more information on all this. Let's post that. But yeah, I'm not gonna dive too much into this. So I think that for the next half an hour, if we're still gonna be on here, that I'll jump into trying to now. Since we're talking about AI, what I'm going to try to do is use a generative AI model, text to automation, to build a quick bot. That's what I'm going to do, right? Try to type it in like you would anything else to see if we can build a simple solution. So, but as I mentioned, if you want more information about UiPath's announcements from their AI Summit or more information about some of those models, you can check their website. And they have links for all of their news. So, might even be able to post them on the YouTube in the chat. Close. Bam. So I have it there. And then we'll do the other link as well. Put one there. All right, there we go. Okay. That's picture in a picture in a picture. All right. So we're going to go over here and click on new project. So if you're not familiar how to get to Studio Web, go to your cloud.uipath.com portal, log into your portal. When you get into cloud.com, once you've logged in, over on your toolbar on the left-hand side, your icons, you'll see the S for Studio. You want to click on that. And that's how you're going to get to where I was at. And you'll see some lists of projects there. You can open one you've already been working on, or you can click the blue new project. So that's what I did. Click new project, or go ahead and name it. And I'm going to go RPA Chow 2, right? Because I roughly tried this the other day. Submit something to us. No, I don't think we'll do it. Show studio desktop activities. That's fine. Trying to provide as input. That's connectivity. For some reason, I'm not. Me, share owner. I'm not. Not seeing my other. Not seeing other automation that I made. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not seeing it. All right. So when you click, let's go back in case you just missed that. So when you want to click a new project, I'll close this one out. In order to access the generative AI text prompt, right, once you're inside of Studio, in order to create the automation through text, you'll click the drop down next to new project and click generate with autopilot. So this will give you the opportunity to do your text to automation sample. Now, once you type this in here, right, it's not going to be something where even if you maintained your prompt or copied your prompt, you're not. I don't think there's a way to get back to this generative space to look at it and re-execute it in that manner. So, if you're not familiar with RPA Challenge, so RPA, let's go to RPA Challenge. RPA Challenge, it's like rpachallenge.com. Very super simple. And all this challenge does is what you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to download this Excel. Once you've downloaded this Excel, if you open it, you'll see it comes with just a short data set. And it's got first name, last name, company name, and some other information. Now, what the RPA challenge is if you read the instructions right here, download this and then enter in the information from that Excel into each of these things, right? So enter in your first name. Now, the thing about this is that if you notice, role of the company is the top, and company name, and then phone number 555-213-4477. That's way too many numbers. Okay. Anyway, you'll see that once you enter in this information, you click submit. that now the format's changed, right? So this is a test of resiliency for automation. Can I build something that's able to recognize that the locations and the order of these fields has changed? But cool thing about this is you submit it after it changes 10 times or however many items you have on your list. And once you're done, you submit them all. I'll see, I'm so fast. I don't know how many there are. Oh, I forgot. You gotta click start and then a round one. So you're submitting all your names. I don't know how many rounds there are, like 8 or 9. Bam! Look, I got 100% out of the 70 fields, and it gives you a time. So that's what we're trying to accomplish here. Generative AI. Please, I'm trying to create a bot here. So please go to the following website. RPA challenge.com. I make sure I got it right. Obviously, you can copy and paste it in here. Challenge.com. Download. We'll see how it goes. Just type in Excel like you would say. I don't know if you have to get fancy with. Download Excel file from page from this web page. Maybe you even feed him this link. Copy link address. Let's even see. I have no idea. I've never tried this. Download the Excel file from this web page. Excel file located at this link. And save it to the local desktop. Open this same Excel and read all the data from the first sheet. And after storing all this data inside an internal data table, iterate through each data row and enter in the, how would you say it? Iterate through each data row and enter in the matching data from the Excel into the website. Iterate through each row and enter in the matching data into the website. The website, and what does it say? Click submit or click next? Click submit. Oh, okay. Yeah, click submit, right? Click submit and click submit. Do this for every row in the data table. Okay, save it to the desktop. Click, what was it? Start on the, and click start on the RPA challenge.com website. All right. I feel like that's pretty good directions, right? Go to the following website, download the Excel located at this location, save it to the desktop. Click start on the rpachallenge.com website. Open the same Excel and read all of the data from that first sheet. Store all, I'm going to say after, so I'll say it's store. Store all this data inside an internal data table. Iterate through each data row and enter the matching data from the Excel into the website and click submit. Does do this for every row on the data table. All right. I feel like that's fairly reasonable. Let's see what happens. Now this is preview, by the way, too, right? This is not something that they're expected to be fully functional from day one. Okay, review the workflow. Okay, it says workflow preview. Review the workflow to make sure it works as expected. There's just a placeholder. So I can't really do anything, but there's something that says continue in studio. So let's try this. Looks like it didn't do anything. Looks like it did absolutely nothing. Not quite sure. It looks like it might got hung up on something. Now, I did this exact same exercise, I want to say like 4 or 5 days ago. And it literally spit out this automation. So it was able to download a file from here, read the Excel, and then a for each, and then enter it into data. So definitely appears there's been some sort of issue trying to access this one. But hey, I'm not I feel like at this, this auto-generated project, this rate, I feel like I could do it. Go to rpachallenge.com, download the Excel file located on the main website page, save, read Excel sheet, Excel, and store data inside data table. Iterate for each row and enter the Excel information onto the RPA challenge website. All right. And click submit until complete. Bam! There you go. Let's see. Made it simpler. Only like a couple of sentences. Oh, okay. Look, we got something. There's something here. Let's go ahead and open this one up in the studio. All right. So the first attempt was absolutely miserable. Took a few sentences out. I wish what I should have done is I should have copied and pasted my prompt so I could compare them and look at what the differences were. Okay, so the first one even named it too. Oh, it even named it. It said navigate to RPA challenge and download the Excel file. Boom. Use browser activity is not yet configured. Configure it by pointing it to a selected browser tab. All right. So I still have to click it, which is fine. It's cool. I had the website open. Now here's my Excel. I read the Excel. Now it's asking for a workbook. Workbook field is required. I wonder if I can use that URL that I had. Copy link address. Let's try it. Well, I could. It lets me do the challenge Excel right from the website. So hopefully that's the data range from this one. I'm just guessing. Select tab to automate. Okay, yeah, there we go. Bam. This one's gonna make me do it again too. Click submit. All right. Now we noticed that we forgot the click start one, so I'm gonna go in here. And like I said, there's I'm not seeing a way where I can introduce my text prompt back in here. So if I wanted to go back and add after they went to this and downloaded the file, like right here before they start going through the row, if I wanted to get back here and start typing and do my generative AI, I don't think I can do it anymore. So I'm not seeing a way to re-invoke the text to speech. So what I can do though is I can go down here where it says what's this say? Click use browser work and scope, generate, click submit. I don't looking for my all right. So let's just execute this as is. Let's just before I even modify it, let's just try to run it. See what happens. All right. All right. So it's going to the website. Okay, so I went to the website, read Excel file. So it didn't download the Excel file thing. It's supposed to be able to read this here, though. Failed by running. Okay, so it might not be able to. It might not be able to read the workbook if it's on the page. So let's go ahead and add a. Stop this. You can't modify your Excel real quick, so we're gonna go over here and click download Excel. Actually, no, it's click, right? We want to click a click. So do a quick shortcut here. Winston. I don't know why my Explorer is freezing. There we go. Why? Also adjust this. So I think that for our next exercise when we try to do this, it's going to be better to copy and paste, or not copy and paste, copy the prompts that we're trying to do to see what gaps there are between what we're trying to accomplish and what the bot picks up. Obviously, it's picking up certain components, right? It was able to know to read the Excel. It was able to have the website browser. Now, when I use the other, if you'll look at this original automation that I built through this, you'll notice right here, there's just a download Excel file activity, and I didn't have to add this in. Where on the last page, the last thing that I had to do on the other website, where I had to, the other automation where I had to add that link in or click it and identify it, I didn't have to do that when I originally did this. So I don't know what I typed in that prompt to make this component, this portion actually work, right? I don't know what I typed into the prompt to make it be successful in identifying the web page here, versus the prompt that I gave for this one, right? So this is using a browser scope. Well, actually, no, I added that browser scope in, and it was just trying to download the Excel. So read Excel and store data. So I wish I could open up these at the same time. I mean, I could if I opened up a Studio, but I wanted to maintain it in Studio Web, so I can't without having them. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Whatever. That's fine. That's fine. We only got like 4 minutes. I'm probably gonna close it out in another 4 minutes. I was just trying to figure out the differences between these two automations. All right. Well, I don't quite have enough time, I think, to dissect what might have led to these two different outputs. That's something that I plan on kind of working through as I continue to mess with Studio Web, more importantly, generative text to automation. So, something I plan to dive in deeply with. We'll get some ideas on how we can best prompt engineer, if you will. It doesn't seem to be like some of the other models that I'm familiar with personally in the past. Doesn't seem like it's something that there he is. Doesn't seem like something that I've been too familiar with in the past, as far as like the words, right? So I'm going to keep doing this. Obviously, we have about 3 or 4 variations of text automation. I'm going to keep maybe do 5 or 10. See what works better. Is it long-winded prompts? Is it very short prompts, and then you try to piece a couple things together? We're going to try to crack the code, see what we can get done with using autopilot to be able to do some of these projects, right? Generate with autopilot. I think there's going to be some value in it. We got to figure out what works best. So that's the plan. And I think maybe for next session, either we'll pick this back up and go over our findings for using autopilot to generate solutions. That, or we'll go to the Boots to Bots challenge page and we'll have Jay build a solution and kind of walk through, or have Jay coach me on how to build a solution here. Might use Studio Web, might use Studio X. Who knows? So that's what we got, right? It's been about an hour. I will plan on probably doing this for like 90 minutes. I don't want to do it 90 minutes if it's just myself. So anybody that stopped in, swung by, thank you. Probably try to chop some of this up. I don't know how much value I'll be able to pull through the YouTube, but that is it. That's all I have. Definitely look forward to doing more of these sessions. So again, thank you if you stopped by. I appreciate it. And we'll be building bots again soon. Later.